Thanks for checking out our video. Feel free to join our free weekly newsletter called Pop Culture Annotated, and also join our Discord server to talk with us and others that share your fandom in pop culture entertainment. Links in the description. Before Sony and Tristar gave the world their unholy abomination that was Zilla, originally there was another idea for an American Godzilla film. And this unmade 1994 Godzilla film was really cool actually, and the king of the monsters would have been facing a creature named the Gryphon. And this creature was a biological weapon created by an alien race trying to colonize the Earth. And it seems like the whole aliens trying to colonize the Earth background was something that I guess Sony wanted to do, or at least Toho wanted to do for sure, because another creature that Toho offered them to use was King Ghidorah, who usually has alien backstories and also has been used before in a similar way, like basically as a biological weapon against Earth, against Earth's creatures, or at least against specifically Godzilla. Now, based on the screenplay released for this unmade film, the aliens sent the creature, and I guess creatures in general, usually as a probe, to consume the native life of the target world, and in the process it creates a doomsday kind of beast from the genetic material that is consumed. And by the time the aliens actually arrived to the planet, the probe would have usually wiped out all of life on Earth, and then probably I guess just been wiped out itself by the alien creators. And specifically, the creature that we would have seen in this film would have landed in the early stages of the film in Kentucky in a lake called Apopka, and taking the appearance of a biometallic liquid, is able to assimilate and mutate living creatures around it to serve as probes for collecting further biomass and genetic material. And in the film, the Gryphon was going to mutate a colony of bats into 12-foot wingspan creatures called probe bats to serve as those mentioned probes. And the probe bats collect animal materials all over the place and fly back and basically give it to the Gryphon, which helps it develop a more mature form before the probe bats are absorbed into the Gryphon themselves, kind of completing the whole process, even though they also state that the Gryphon can always expunge those out of him and they can continue to serve their purpose even further if need be, to just basically collect more genetic material. Now, when it finally achieved, I guess, enough of a matured body, the Gryphon had a form described as the body of a mountain lion, leathery blood red wings of a bat, and a hydra-headed tongue which was composed of snakes. And this gave the Gryphon both claws for close combat and wings for flight, along with, for whatever reason, the added ability of releasing blasts of electricity from its wings. And if you actually read the script, they say that it's similar to an electric eel, but the Gryphon's also able to absorb genetic material from any living organism in order to further develop its body. So it's definitely a very powerful creature with basically limitless potential. Now, the biggest weakness against the Gryphon was radiation, seemingly, more specifically I guess with Godzilla's atomic breath, which is used during the final battle to incinerate the Gryphon from the inside out, not too dissimilar from how Godzilla in the 2014 movie eventually killed the Muto. And an interesting aspect of the Gryphon is how the body is actually able to still react and attack its foe even if the head is removed, which is actually a part of the script where Godzilla rips the head off and he's staring at the head wondering if it's still dead, and then the body actually keeps attacking him. So very interesting there. And the head seemingly was still alive as well until Godzilla, I guess, just kind of torched the whole thing. But it's unfortunate we never got to see this movie and the Gryphon on the big screen, but traits of it seemingly were incorporated to the creature Orga and also the Mutos from the 2014 Godzilla movie. But comment below your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about this creature? Would you like to see it maybe come back in a graphic novel for Godzilla or a future Godzilla film? Leave your comments down below, and we'll see you guys later.